The hunger behind the mirror. I, the house with too many mirrors. Emily Dawson had always been fascinated by old things, books, furniture, paintings. So when she stumbled upon a century-old Victorian house listed for an unbelievably low price, she thought it was fate. It just needs some love, she told her husband Mark. The house was beautiful in its bones, arched doorways, carved banisters, and fireplaces in nearly every room. But what struck Emily most were the mirrors. They were everywhere, framed in heavy, ornate gold, some tall as doors, some round like moons. Every hallway, every room, every corner, a mirror stood watching. Creepy, Mark muttered on their first day there. Feels like we're being watched. Emily chuckled. It's just old world charm. But charm would soon turn to horror. 2. The first reflection. A week after moving in, Emily noticed the first difference. She stood brushing her hair in the master bedroom, facing a tall, full-length mirror. Mark sat behind her on the bed, reading, but in the reflection, he wasn't reading. He was staring at her, unblinking, eyes wide, a strange smile stretching across his face. Emily turned around quickly. Mark looked up from his book, confused. What's wrong? Were you looking at me? He shook his head. No, I didn't even notice you were standing there. She looked back at the mirror. Everything was normal again, but her heart didn't settle. 3. Whispers at night. That night, Emily woke at 3:09 a.m. A soft whisper called her name. Emily. She sat up in the dark, listening. The room was quiet, but something felt wrong. Then she noticed the mirror across from the bed, a handprint smeared across the glass on the inside. She woke Mark in a panic, but when he checked, the mirror was clean. You must have dreamed it. But Emily knew. She hadn't. Ify. The woman in the glass. Over the following days, things escalated. Reflections lagged a second behind reality. Emily would wave her hand, and the mirror would respond just a breath too late. Sometimes the woman looking back didn't seem like her at all. One morning, Emily stared into the bathroom mirror, trying to calm herself. That's when the reflection smiled again, but she hadn't smiled. Her reflection raised its hand and tapped on the glass from the other side. Tap, tap, tap. Then whispered, I'm so hungry. Emily screamed and fled the bathroom. When she returned with Mark, everything was normal again, the locked room. Desperate for answers, Emily began exploring the house's neglected areas. She found a narrow staircase behind a hallway bookshelf that led to a locked attic room. She pried the door open with a crowbar. Inside, dust, cobwebs, and one thing only, a massive wall mirror covered with a black sheet, bound with thick twine and sealed with wax markings on the edges. Carved into the frame were words in Latin, Speculum Asuriens Anima, the mirror that hungers for souls. She stepped closer, and a low growl echoed from behind the glass. Something shifted, unseen but present. Emily stumbled back, slammed the attic door shut, and didn't tell Mark. VI. The bite in the glass that night, Emily covered every mirror she could with sheets and towels, except one. The mirror in the hallway near the stairs had no reflection at all, just darkness. She stood before it, frozen. Then she saw movement, not hers. A pale, gaunt woman emerged in the blackness, crawling upside down along the inside of the glass like a spider. Her jaw hung loosely and her tongue wreathed unnaturally. I'm hungry, Emily, the woman said. So very hungry. Emily stepped back, but her reflection didn't. It stayed, smiling. Then it lunged. Her forehead slammed against the real-world glass. Blood smeared. Mark found her unconscious at the bottom of the stairs. She told him she tripped. He didn't believe her. 7. Research and revelation. The next day, Emily visited the town's oldest library. She searched archives and town records until she found something chilling. The original owner of the house, Clara Whitlow, was a spiritualist who claimed to have created a soul mirror, a portal to the spirit realm. Her diary detailed experiments feeding the mirror with blood, emotion, and reflections of pain. Her final entry read, It speaks now, it begs, it hungers. Clara was found dead in front of the mirror, eyes missing. Her reflection, witnesses said, kept screaming even after the glass was shattered. Vate. Mark is taken. Emily returned home determined to destroy the attic mirror, but she was too late. Mark was gone, his phone, wallet, keys, all still on the counter. Then she saw it, in the hallway mirror. Mark's reflection was there, but Mark was not. He pounded silently on the inside of the mirror, eyes wide with terror. Emily screamed and reached for him, but the surface remained glass, cold, unyielding. From behind her, that woman's voice whispered again, "One is never enough." Ix, feeding the mirror. Emily brought the crowbar and a can of gasoline to the attic. She ripped the sheet from the bound mirror. The surface was alive, boiling like black oil. Faces floated just beneath the glass, screaming, crying, reaching. "Let him go!" Emily cried. The mirror laughed. "Give me you, and he goes free." She hesitated. Then she walked forward and touched the mirror. Instantly, pain surged through her body like fire. Her reflection reached out and grabbed her throat, pulling. Then, Emily pulled a match from her pocket and struck it. She set the mirror ablaze. The fire roared unnaturally, green and black flames devouring the frame. Screams erupted from inside the mirror, countless souls in agony. Emily fell back unconscious. Epilogue, the new reflection. Weeks later, Emily woke in a hospital. Mark sat beside her, smiling. "They found you in the attic," he said. "Mirror shattered. You were nearly gone." They moved out of the house, left the town behind, but Emily never looked into mirrors again. Because sometimes, when she passes one by accident, she sees herself inside it, still in the attic, still screaming, still burning. Because maybe it wasn't her who made it out. Maybe the mirror got what it wanted, and maybe the hunger never ends.
If you enjoyed our video, please subscribe to our channel, share the video with others, and don't forget to like it.